to speak before the people. Well, quite frankly, I'm sure some people must have seen the attempt by NNPC to actually changing the way it has always been run. But with this letter, if it hadn't been before the public, do you think by now you would have been explained to the people?
The letter was not addressed to the NNPC. That letter was addressed to Mr. President.
But, but if you look at the letter, just allow me coming here. May I come in here? Just allow me.
Which we did to satisfaction of everyone.
Mr. Ibrahim, can I come in here?
If they were not satisfied, between October and December, we would have been called back. Listen, we need further clarifications.
Because I have a copy of that letter, and well, in that letter, he's actually said, well, they should actually prevail on your corporation, meaning he's written series of letters which hadn't actually gotten the attention he actually desired. That was why he had to make that letter to Mr. President. Has there been any letter from the CBN before this one addressed to the President?
Whatever letter there is what we have seen and we have responded to.
But you just said this particular letter was written to the President, so you shouldn't be responding to what was addressed to the President. So I wanted us to clarify this. Has there been a time the CBN actually wrote directly to the NNPC to actually verify some of these financial claims?
There wouldn't be need for letters because we sit and do reconciliations regularly. The staff of NNPC, the staff of FRS, DPR, and the Central Bank sit on a regular basis to do reconciliation. If the Central Bank at the apex level feels that it is not satisfied with the reconciliation, sure, it could write to say we need further explanation or clarification. All we know is that a letter has been written to Mr. President, a letter has been sent to us, we have replied, and nothing has come back out of it, which we believe is as a result of the parties being satisfied with our explanation. If they were not, we would have expected them to get back to us for further clarification.
Do you smell mischief in all of this from the CBN? Mischief, politics? Because if you've always sat down to reconcile this, well, quite frankly, there shouldn't be any reason with this correspondence.
It could be mischief. It could also be misunderstanding, lack of understanding of the whole process. It's also possible that there's a communication gap between the apex level at the central bank and the people who actually do this work in the central bank. We want to believe that those who work with us in reconciling these things understand these things better than where the letter came from.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, now you've, in not so subtle way, implied that the CBN, first of all, probably doesn't know their math or they do not have communication amongst them. But let me ask you this. Would the NNPC be willing to publish its audited records as a mark to show that they are being transparent?
Our auditor report? I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Would the NNPC be willing to publish its account as a sign that they are being transparent?
We have always been audited. We have internal and external auditors. We have a board to whom we report. The National Assembly, Senate, and House has consistently asked for these documents, information. We have made them available. NNPC is not a PLC that will say you have to put on the pages of newspapers, our board meetings and the reports and resolutions, etc. Okay, but these are things that are available, and we can make them available to who needs them. We are not hiding any information. The fact that we have external auditors, the fact that the National Assembly could and will summon us and ask for these things. If if you have told me that, oh, NNPC, when last did you do auditing? Was your account audited? Then I'll be able to tell you this is it. Various committees of the National Assembly, NAITI, etc. have asked questions, we have explained. Let me make it very clear. We have been working very hard in the last few years to prove to Nigerians that there is nothing hidden in how we work. We don't hide things. For the first time in the history of NAITI, NNPC Group Managing Director, not a representative, not a general manager, was there. That shows our commitment to institutions established to enhance transparency and accountability in the oil industry. We've come a very, very long way, no doubt.
Well, Mr. Omar Ibrahim,
we must
I'm
admit
afraid
this.
that is where we have to end it this morning. But we still would want to hear from the CBN. We've actually reached out to them all through last week. And even yesterday, we're hoping that the CBN should come give us its own account. But as it stands now, Mr. Omar, we'll also wait for that reconciliation meeting to see what exactly is happening, because both agencies they belong to government, and they owe the people some explanation on this particular funds they're talking about. We'd like to thank you so very much for finding time to join us in our Abuja studios. Omar Ibrahim is the GM Media Relations Department of the NNPC. Well, Sunrise Daily takes a moment now, and we'll return. Join us again.